Everyone knows Louis Vuitton. Everyone knows Chanel. Everyone knows the names printed on shopping bags carried down Fifth Avenue, photographed at airport terminals, and handed to celebrities on red carpets by publicists who understand exactly what those logos communicate. But here is something the luxury handbag industry will never tell you. The most knowledgeable buyers in the world are not always carrying the brands you recognize. They are carrying brands that earned their reputation through craftsmanship, not through conglomerate marketing budgets. Today, we are breaking down 5 underrated luxury handbag brands that prove some markup is actually worth paying. One of them has been making bags by hand since before Louis Vuitton existed. One of them produces its leather in the same Spanish factory used by Hermès and Saint Laurent and charges a fraction of the price. And one of them is so deliberately hidden from mainstream culture that most luxury buyers will never discover it without someone pointing them in the right direction. Before we get into the brands, I want to clarify something important, because this channel has spent a lot of time talking about overpaying for handbags. There is a difference between bad markup and good markup. Understanding that difference will permanently change how you shop. Bad markup is paying 4 times the production cost because a brand spent $200 million on global advertising campaigns, celebrity gifting suites, and flagship store leases on the most expensive real estate in the world. That is brand tax. Your money goes into the marketing infrastructure, not into your bag. Good markup is paying a premium because a single artisan spent 60 hours hand-stitching your bag using a technique passed down through 3 generations. Or because the leather was sourced from a tannery that has supplied the finest European houses for over a century. Or because the design is so distinctive and so carefully controlled that the waiting list is longer than the production run. Some of the brands on this list are not cheap, but every dollar above the production cost goes into something real. That is the difference between an honest luxury brand and a marketing campaign with a price tag. Brand number 1, Polène. If you live outside Paris, you may never have encountered this name in a boutique. Polène was founded in 2017 by 3 French siblings, Mathieu, Antoine, and Elsa Motte, whose family has been producing quality goods for generations. The brand sells directly to consumers online, which means no department store markups, no retailer margins, and no advertising budget eating into what you pay. Here is what makes Polène different from almost every brand at their price point. Every single bag is produced at a factory in Spain, the same factory used by Hermès and Saint Laurent to manufacture some of their most prestigious lines. The leather quality, the construction standards, and the finishing techniques are operating at the same level as brands charging 5 to 10 times the price. And the price range starts around $300 and reaches $600 for their most structured pieces. The leather is full grain. The hardware is solid brass. The stitching is consistent, tight, and properly tensioned throughout. Here is the honest part. Polène is not trying to be Hermès. They are not chasing status or exclusivity. What they are doing is manufacturing a genuinely excellent bag and selling it at a price that reflects their actual cost structure rather than their aspirational positioning. For someone who understands what good leather and good construction feel like, Polène is one of the most rational purchases in the entire handbag market right now. Brand number 2, Strathberry. Founded in 2012 in Edinburgh, Scotland, Strathberry built its reputation quietly until Meghan Markle carried one to her first official royal engagement, and the internet immediately sold every style they made within hours. That moment revealed something the fashion industry already knew. This brand had been producing genuinely exceptional bags for years before anyone outside of luxury circles paid attention. Every Strathberry bag is handcrafted in Spain using full-grain leather and the brand's signature gold bar hardware, a clean horizontal bar that runs across the opening of every piece and has become one of the most quietly recognizable details in contemporary luxury design. Price range starts around $400 and reaches $800 for their most structured styles. Sarah Jessica Parker carries them. Fashion editors at major European publications carry them. And they carry them not because they were gifted or sponsored, but because the craftsmanship holds up against bags costing 3 to 4 times more. Here is what makes the markup worth it. Strathberry does not outsource to multiple factories. Every bag comes from one workshop operating under consistent quality controls. That single-source manufacturing is one of the most reliable indicators of quality in the handbag industry, and it is something brands at twice the price point frequently cannot claim. If you are already taking notes, subscribe now. The next three brands are where things get genuinely interesting, and one of them has been making bags by hand since before Louis Vuitton opened his first workshop. Brand number 3, Moynat. This is the brand that luxury insiders keep to themselves. Moynat was founded in Paris in 1849. Louis Vuitton opened his first workshop in 1854. Moynat is older. That fact alone tells you something important about the depth of heritage behind every piece this house produces. The brand originally made traveling trunks for the European aristocracy, the same clientele that would later define the golden age of luxury. They closed in the 1970s when the market shifted and luxury conglomerates began consolidating the industry around a handful of dominant names. They were revived in 2011 under new ownership committed to restoring every original production standard. Today, every Moynat bag is handcrafted in Paris using full-grain leather and construction techniques that have not changed in over a century. The brand does not advertise. They do not pay celebrities. They do not participate in seasonal trend cycles. Their pieces are designed to be timeless rather than current, and that philosophy is reflected in every detail of the construction. Price range starts around $1,500 and reaches $3,500 for their most refined structured pieces. This is firmly luxury territory, but here is the honest part. At this price point, you are not buying a name. You are buying the result of a workshop that predates the modern luxury industry entirely. One that survived long enough to remember what luxury meant before it became a marketing category. Owning a Moynat is the closest thing to wearing a piece of fashion history that most people will ever experience. Almost nobody will recognize it. That is entirely the point. Brand number 4, Delvaux. Most people have never heard of Delvaux. That is genuinely remarkable given that Delvaux is the oldest luxury leather goods house in the world. Founded in Brussels, Belgium in 1829, the brand predates Hermès by 40 years and Louis Vuitton by 25. The brilliant bag, introduced by Delvaux in 1958, is widely considered the first modern luxury handbag ever designed. Every Delvaux bag is handcrafted in Belgium by artisans who train for years before working on a finished piece. The leather is sourced exclusively from European tanneries with whom the house has maintained relationships for decades. The hardware is cast in solid brass and finished by hand. The stitching density meets standards that rival Hermès at comparable price points. Price range starts around $2,000 and reaches $5,000 for their most complex structured styles. Here is what makes this markup honest. Delvaux has never been acquired by LVMH, Kering, or Richemont. The brand remains independently operated and has maintained its original Brussels workshop as the center of all production. That independence is increasingly rare in this industry, and it directly protects the quality standards that have defined the house since 1829. The difference between Delvaux and the brands on every billboard is simple. Those brands are owned by conglomerates whose primary obligation is to shareholders. Delvaux's primary obligation is to the bag. Brand number 5. Louis. Louis was founded in Madrid in 1846 as a collective of leather artisans who wanted to produce the finest leather goods in Spain. For over a century, it operated as one of Europe's most respected craft houses, supplying the Spanish royal family and building a reputation among those who understood leather at the highest level. Most consumers discovered Louis recently. The brand's puzzle bag and hammock bag have become genuine icons of contemporary luxury design under creative director Jonathan Anderson, and the attention is deserved. But what most new fans of the brand do not realize is that the craftsmanship behind those designs is not new. It is the continuation of a 180-year tradition of Spanish leatherworking that has always operated at this level. Price range starts around $1,500 and reaches beyond $3,500 for their most complex constructed pieces. The leather is sourced from tanneries with decades-long relationships to the house. The construction of the puzzle bag in particular, an origami-like design that folds flat and assembles three-dimensionally, requires a level of pattern cutting and assembly skill that very few workshops in the world can execute at consistent quality. Here is the honest part. Loewe is having a cultural moment right now, and the prices reflect that. But unlike brands whose prices reflect marketing rather than production, Loewe's premium has always been justified by what goes into the bag. You are paying for a craft tradition nearly 2 centuries old. That is exactly the kind of markup worth paying for. So why have you never heard of most of these 5 brands? The answer is simple. None of them run campaigns during major award shows. None of them pay celebrities to carry their bags at high-profile events. None of them lease flagship stores on the most expensive corners of the most expensive cities in the world. Instead, they invest in leather sourcing, artisan training, and construction standards that hold up over decades of use. Some of them are accessible, some of them are firmly in high luxury territory, but every single one of them gives you something real for what you spend, not just a name on a dust bag. Here is the framework you can use to evaluate any luxury handbag brand before you buy. 3 questions. First, how long has the brand existed? Anything under 10 years has not yet proven itself across enough industry cycles to be trusted. Anything over 20 years has demonstrated it knows what it is doing. Second, where is the bag manufactured? Brands that produce in a single consistent workshop almost always deliver better quality than brands that distribute production across multiple outsourced factories to reduce costs. Third, does the brand honor its original craft? Houses that have maintained their founding workshops and original production standards almost always make better bags than those that scaled their production into conglomerate mega factories chasing margin. If a brand checks all 3 boxes, you are not paying for marketing. You are paying for craft. And that is the only kind of markup that is ever worth paying for. One final note before we close. This channel does not accept brand sponsorships, affiliate arrangements, or paid placements from any brand we discuss, including every brand in today's video. Everything you heard was based entirely on production research and craftsmanship analysis. If this gave you something new to think about, the best way to support the channel is to like the video, share it with someone who is about to buy a luxury bag, or subscribe so you never miss a breakdown. Drop a comment below and tell me which of these 5 brands you would carry first. And if you know an underrated luxury handbag brand that belongs on this list, drop the name below. The best ones may end up in a future video. I will see you in the next one.